it won't put your voice on. I'm streaming right now. Not I wasn't streaming until right now, so I was just curious because I would love to have everybody who's in a party with me, their voice to be on the video when they speak. You would go to your first PlayStation thing. You'd go to the chat party symbol. Then go to party settings. And no, yeah, right there down. Allow your voice to be shared. And then video quality for share play. I don't know if that affects anything, but yeah, allow your voice to be shared. That will make it to where when you speak and I'm streaming or you're streaming, your voice would be heard on your recording. Instead of, for instance, if you didn't do it, and I go back and look at this video, it'll sound like I'm on the phone with you. They won't be able to hear your responses. They'll hear my side of the conversation and not yours. And that kind of looks stupid. By the way, my YouTube channel is under my real name, David Tackett.
Yeah, and I was watching some videos already from the Call of Duty ones.
As you do, I don't have very many Call of Duty ones. I'm going to do some more. I've been mostly doing Star Trek, UFC, and some GTA. And some World War II. I need to do some more World War II on there.
Kind of waiting for that Black Ops 4 to come out. That looked dope. They really look good this time. Like, it might save the Black Ops career.
When's it supposed to be released?
October, I think is what they said.
Did you go to World War II and check out any information on it? They got information on it there too.
Yeah, I was looking up on YouTube and everything. I was looking at gameplays and like the gun, it's like every time Black Ops comes out, it's like more futuristic than the last.
Yeah, that's right. I've never played any of the Black. The highest I went is Modern Warfare 2, as far as I went.
Yeah, this one's like it's futuristic, but at the same time, the guns. I mean, the guns look really good. It's not like that alien tech type shit, but at the same time, they're making it like where the game is like not. It looks like you played Black Ops 2.
I've never played it.
No, Black Ops 2 was like the best mixture of futuristic and old school. It was like everybody loved Black Ops 2. It was like
I mean, I've seen plenty of things from that game. I just never personally played it myself, so I know about it and I know some of the things about it, but
it was never boring. I don't know how, but that game was like never boring. Multiplayer or anything like. Black Ops 2 was like the best one out of all of them.
I heard when all those zombies were coming out with their Black Ops, everybody was enjoying them, but I've never got experience in none of those. So when this one came out, the World War II zombies, I checked it out and researched it, and they're saying things like best zombie mode to date, which means out of all the zombie modes that you've ever played, this was the best one. This is the best one.
The Black Ops 2 zombie mode was the best one.
Have you played the zombie one for this one yet?
Yeah, I played it.
Recently, I got like 4 maps for it. If you got the season pass, 4 or 5 maps.
I didn't get the season pass because I didn't know if I was gonna I knew I liked the multiplayer, but I didn't know if I was gonna get bored of it or not.
Oh,
if I
man.
get bored of games, normally I have to delete them and then to re-download something else. But
I gotta tell you though, these downloads are awesome that they've done. There are like 3 of them, and I noticed that each time they did one, the next one was better than the one. Like when it came out with one, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. We're all jamming on it. And then they come out with the second one, I'm like, oh, this is even better, and we're jamming on it. Then they came out with the third one, it's like, oh, these maps are even better, and we're jamming on it. Each one, it was more fun and more neat.
That's what I like about the Black Ops campaigns about zombies. It was like a story mode, like each one was about them progressing to save human race or something shit like that.
The mode called Shipment 1944 is an exact replica of the board on Black Ops 2, where it's just storage containers, and it's an area that's real small. I've never played it, but I've heard about it. Somebody told me that the World War II Shipment 1944 is exactly the same map as on Black Ops, just different graphics and surroundings, but the exact same map. And then somebody told me every map is the exact same map. I'm like, huh?
If you like Modern Warfare 2, the map Rust, remember Rust?
Hmm.
Everybody loved that map. If you actually look at shit in it, if you look at each corner of the map, it's actually a replica of Rust in that part too.
Then that's what I'm talking about. I've heard that. Again, I've never played the Black Ops, but I've heard, oh man, this map is exactly the same as blah blah blah. I've heard it many times on the mic from strangers and friends.
I wish they'd remaster Modern Warfare 2 for PS4, dude.
They're going to. You know they're going to.
They did it for Xbox. I was pissed.
They did it for Modern Warfare 1 and Infinite Warfare. You can get Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare 1 at the same time. The same, you know, it's a double game.
Modern Warfare 2, that was like the best Call of Duty ever made.
I loved it too. Other than the Russian aspect, I wish they had picked a different enemy. And I didn't like how they were able to jam our satellites and we weren't able to realize that they're invading. Except for one, only one satellite showed that invasion was over in Alaska, but they're also hitting other coasts. That was the only thing that pissed me off. I'm like, that would never happen in real life. There's no way they would take our satellites out and be able to be boots on the ground on our soil of the lower 48 and Alaska that close. No, they wouldn't be able to reach that close. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They set up that multiplayer like so well on that game. Like, everything just looked really awesome.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever played the army game that they have? What's it called? Oh wow! I erased it because I needed room. But it's just like Call of Duty, but it's created by the actual army. The army's symbols on it. It's sponsored by U.S. Army. It's in the store, you know, it's a free game actually. It's only about 7 gigs. It's only an online. There is no story mode to it, but it's exactly like Black Ops. It's exactly like Call of Duty, except it's army.
Yeah, so it's like kind of like Rainbow Six. That's just
never played Rainbow Six, but yeah, you get to pick what division you want to be in. Then you pick the kind of uniforms and gear and what kind of guns, and then you load to a lobby. It throws you in, and you're doing team deathmatch or whatever you picked. It just has a different look to it. It's more official. It's not like cartoony or anything when it comes to the words. It's like you know, printouts and computer graphics and army technology of displays of things and whatnot. It's really authentic. It's neat.
Yeah. Black Ops 4 has that type of style when you know how if you kill somebody it says plus 100 or something like that. It's in red and it's just like Modern Warfare 2.
J-Dog.
When you kill somebody, it pops up real big in green letter or green numbers. It says plus 100, stuff like that. On Modern Warfare 2. It's the same thing for Black Ops 4. It's just red.
Just red.
So I like
that. Try to get ETA on Jay so I can see if I can get stuff started with him, or if I don't want to wait for him. If he's going to be 2 months longer. I don't care how many people are in. See, just my presence, high level presence makes the list go down. Now when you came in it was like 24 people, now there's only 12 including us, so that means 10 other people and us. Just from standing around and being here, they're like, I ain't playing with someone with high levels like that. There's a level 1,000 something in here, but I think he's a mod. Here, there's J-Dog's platoon. Let's see. Says, perhaps I will just need to get off quickly for mom. Oh, what's that? Say again.
When GTA first came out, I hated it only because when you go in public matches, you couldn't go anywhere without being shot. Like everybody was going around killing each other so damn much.
Oh yeah, freaking! I see it all the time. Low levels are meat for the bear. That's food for the bear. People go after them just to get KD. I mean, they're harassed right away because they're homeless too. They can't jump into any structure.
I didn't have anything. That's when I met Smoke. Because when I didn't have anything, I just kept getting killed over and over and over, and it was pissing me the fuck off, dude. Like, I was going off on people. And I didn't know about passive mode either, so I was just walking around. I was walking around getting killed every 5 feet. And I
You
was
could have been
like,
saved the whole time and flipping them up, but no.
I'm gonna stick to the campaign because I ain't doing this shit.
Well, back then, the passive mode wasn't the greatest anyways, because you were cool as long as you were walking around like you are now. But as soon as you went into a building or as soon as you got into a car, you were vulnerable. If you blow up the car, you die with it. The guy driving,
So,
if it wasn't you,
and he gave me guns and shit.
it was only when they put passive to made it to where when you got into your car, the car went transparent as well, and it was also. But before that, the car wasn't. You could be in passive, but if you got into a car, just blow up the car and it killed you too. I remember that. They tried to hide with passive and got into cars to run away. That was a mistake. Get into a vehicle or an aircraft or anything, because then you're vulnerable. But not anymore. They got it to where you be in pussy mode all the time if you want.
Where are your cars at?
Huh?
Where's all your vehicles at in here?
No, I don't have any in here. They're in my office and my penthouse garage.
You didn't put the symbol on the wall either?
It's supposed to be there. Wait a minute. Hold on. It's not showing my crew tag. Look at the list of people. It's not showing my tag. It's Rockstar. This is supposed to have my. I did have my tags on earlier while we were talking. They must have got.
Yeah, mine's on.
Yours are on, but mine are off. That's crazy. Let me see if I can fix that. How do I fix that? Let's see. And yeah, I'm looking at myself on players. It says crew up. Go to crews menu to join a crew. What? I'm the godfather of a crew. What are you talking about? Rockstar. It's because I snuck in. I think it's because I snuck in. I couldn't get into the game. It kept saying Rockstar servers are down at the moment. Please try again later. So I used my laptop and went past their firewalls and got in. And then it wouldn't let me send for friends. And then so I did a little bit more and I made it to where I could send for friends, and so that's how I got you. And now Rockstar is like took my tags off, and because I'm literally not supposed to be here. Let me stay put. I'm gonna jump out, shut my game down, turn it back on, and I'm gonna jump. You send me an invite so I can come to you.
Alright.
I'm gonna get my tags back on. This is ridiculous. But we'll stay in the chat party, no worries. I just need to redo this. Tell me what happens if